Hello and welcome back to another Computer Sluggish Plus video. Today we're taking a look at ARK, and my gosh, look at this. We're getting 45 frames per second on a GTX 560 Ti. Wow, that is just amazing. You cannot beat that, especially for how old this graphics card is. It's really old, or wow, I say really old, it's not like really old, but it's pretty old and you can pick them up pretty cheap now. And for the price, I must admit, it's definitely worth getting if you're on a budget. Like you can see in the top left hand corner, we are running Corsair Vengeance memory. I've got, oh god, what's going on here? Okay, we're being attacked, let's just run away. Yeah, I've got Corsair Vengeance memory in this machine, DDR3, 16 gig. And the GTX 560 Ti is got 1 gig of memory. And we're running an i7-2600K. But taking all that into account, we are getting 40 frames per second in ARK. That really is good. But it's time to actually take a look at the options. Let's just see what settings we do have. As you can see, everything is on low, unfortunately, and the post-processing is on medium. Our sky quality is turned down, but our ground clutter, it's all turned down, but it's not too bad. If we turn this up at, actually, let's leave all that, but let's try turning up the terrain, no, not terrain shadows, textures to medium, and view distance to medium, and world tile buffers to medium. Let's just see how much of an impact that has on the graphics card. The game definitely looks a lot nicer, but as you can see in the video, it's laggy. We are down to 8 frames per second, which makes the game not playable. But I believe that would be the world tile buffers that did that. So if I hit apply. There we go. Did that save? Yes, it did. Okay, no, it wasn't the world tile buffers that did it. Oh, let's just try and hit this dude away from us. Typical that something always pops along when you're trying to play around with your graphics settings. Just absolutely typical. Okay, let's turn textures back down to low then and see what happens. Is the frames per second going to jump back up? No, it's not. Oh, yes it is, yes. So it was the textures that done it. As soon as we put textures to medium, the game is not playable, unfortunately. As you can see now though, we are on 35 frames per second and the game is playable. Oh, what's going on over here? Are we still being attacked? No, we're not. Yes, so the game definitely is playable now, as you can see on the screen. Unfortunately, I am having to use OBS recorder, which is a little more glitchy on the recording. I can't use Nvidia Shadowplay, as you know, the 560 Ti does not support it. Are we actually being attacked again? I don't know. I thought I was. Yes, we are by a bird. Let's try and run away. That's the problem about ARK. You do not get no peace and quiet when you're trying to play around with your settings. Right, hopefully we have lost the bird now. Yes, we have. Let's just run this direction for a second then. Hopefully we won't get attacked underwater. But whilst we're in the water, let's just have a look at what frames per second we get under here. And we're getting nice 40 frames per second, which is great. That is what we want. The game is playable. That is absolutely fantastic. And we lost the bird. He is gone. He's out of there. Okay, let's see what else we can do in our options then. We are running resolution of 1280 by 720 as well. If we just go through our settings here, okay, let's bump this up a little bit, ground clutter density, and let's leave the distance down and turn mesh level of detail up. There we go. That did not have an impact at all on our frames per second, which is great. I like to turn things up, and it doesn't affect the frames per second. That is what we want. We definitely want that. Keep that coming, please. Let's go back into options again, and let's try turning that really up a lot now. There we go. As you can see, lots of grass just got put on the floor then, and leaves. And look at that, 40 frames per second still. It has not done any damage to our frames per second, so we can whack all that up. What about the sky quality as well? Let's go resume. And wow, we're actually at more frames per second now. That is crazy. With more detail in the game. No, oh no, we have just dropped. We are now down to 20 frames per second. It had a mad second then, it went up to 40 and now it's dropped to 15. But the game is still playable with those settings. There we go, let's just punch a tree. Let's do some little few things here. Let's just punch some stuff. But overall, yeah, the quality, the graphics, it looks absolutely fine. You can play the game, which is what we want. So if you're looking at getting a GTX 560 or you've already got one but you've not got ARK, then definitely purchase ARK. It is playable. You're absolutely fine. With a little bit of tweaking with the settings, you will come to the right configuration. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button below and subscribe for more Computer Sluggish Plus videos.